The track of Cyclone Chido over the Indian Ocean sent it directly across the tiny islands of Mayotte. As well as catastrophic winds of more than 130 miles an hour, it brought intense rain, shown by these bands, with over 25 centimetres causing flash flooding and landslides too. Seen from space, you can see how Mayotte took the full force of the compact storm with no large landmass to dissipate it, which is only now happening as the cyclone meets the African continent. It's the worst storm in 90 years to hit the islands, a tiny French territory north of Madagascar. 3/4 of the population, more than 300,000, live in relative poverty, many in informal settlements, squeezed onto an island the same size as the Isle of Wight. Mayotte is essentially a case study of the risk posed by storms as our planet warms. Tropical cyclone is an umbrella term. In the Atlantic and East Pacific, they're called hurricanes. In the Northwest Pacific, typhoons. Everywhere else, including the Indian Ocean, tropical cyclones. Storm tracks shown here, going back to Victorian times, show they're a regular natural phenomenon. The most powerful Category 5 storms, here in purple, occur most often as super typhoons in Asia. But the physics of climate change apply to all of them. Average ocean temperatures have been trending upwards for years, with a notable jump in the last two. Storms don't appear to be getting more frequent, but extra heat can increase wind speeds and warm air carries more rain.
We can expect more intense storms as a result, and islands really are the most vulnerable to these storms, because even if we have a forecast in advance that storm is going to make landfall in that island, people need to have somewhere safe to go to, and we need to make sure that the infrastructure is resilient so that we have the power supply and the water supply and the communications that are not impacted by that storm, so the community can bounce back quickly.
Cyclones will remain random, even with climate change, and islands like Mayotte are small targets. But when chance sends a storm their way, the odds are increasingly stacked against them, unless they're equipped, like larger, richer places, to adapt.